Happy Monday. Good morning.
Welcome back from the weekend. Hopefully it was a good one.
Yeah,
Heather, you've been busy today.
I have. There's been a little bit of snow. I know we usually start with the weather quiz, but I want to show you what our parking lot looks like.
Yeah, good idea.
At 4:30 this morning when we started the shows, it was wet. Not really. It was just a little bit of rain mixed in with snowflakes, and then now all of a sudden flip the switch because the cold front is moving in today. And those spots in northern Michigan are already seeing some snow. So it means roads could be a bit slippery, especially with that melted stuff underneath and then the light fluffy stuff on top. So
yeah, it's there we go.
Okay.
There we
go.
Hi, Heather.
Brendan will read your comments if you have any, especially with the forecast. If you're traveling anywhere, even into downstate Michigan, we're still seeing that snowfall. So we'll start off with our weather quiz question first. Pop your answer in the comments. What popular perfume flower is often used in bouquets and corsages, and it usually has a sweet scent? Is that an iris, a carnation, or an orchid? All right, we'll take a look at our current conditions right now, looking over Traverse City. It's 34 degrees, but it feels like 22. Winds are picking up significantly out of the northwest at 22 miles an hour. And visibility is at 2 miles. Radar and satellite, you can see along I-75, even west of I-75. We're seeing widespread snow right now. That's going to continue, and that's why we have a winter weather advisory for our western counties in the northern lower for 3 to 5 inches of snow today. This is throughout the day, so through the evening hours, we're still going to see this, and this will continue to be an issue if you're traveling anywhere. The morning and evening commutes will be impacted. Winds could gust as high as 35 and over 40 in some areas, so blowing snow, low visibility, and drifting on the roads is very possible this afternoon. So this is what Stormcast is showing the rest of our morning into around lunchtime. Still along I-75, parts of Kalkaska, Antrim, and even Wexford will still see that snow. That will continue into 4 o'clock. So even when you're heading home, we'll still see those lake effect bands, especially in those western counties. And then that'll let up. That's tomorrow morning. So we'll be under a drier air mass with some sunshine and a little bit more clouds as we head into our Wednesday. Peak wind gusts right now, we're seeing wind gusts over 36 miles an hour in Traverse City out of the northwest, 35 in Manistee, 32 in Ludington, and 20 over in Newberry. The forecast peak winds, they'll continue to ramp up through the afternoon. So this is 3:30, 41 mile an hour wind gusts forecasted over in Frankfort, 43 in Manistee. So those lakeshore communities especially will be seeing those higher wind gusts, but even inland, Gaylord, 36. And then by the evening hours, this is the overnight, we'll still see them in the teens and upper 20s in some spots, maybe reaching 30 miles an hour. Our snowfall forecast from now until tomorrow, super early when most of us are asleep, could get anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow from Traverse City, Grand Traverse County, down to Wexford County. And then even Manistee, Ludington, I think even upwards of 2 to 3. A little bit less as you head further north and east. So maybe 2 to 3 in Gaylord, about 1 in the tip of the Mint, Sheboygan, and Pellston. Locally, higher amounts are possible, but this is just a rough idea of where we will be seeing the bulk of the snow. And it looks like even in parts of Cadillac, maybe even just east of there, could see a little bit more than 5 inches of snow just through today. Today, our highs will be in the 30s. We're already starting to see them cooling off. So our high temperatures were reached early this morning as you're waking up, and now that cool front's moving in, that cooler air mass. Windy, blowing snow, scattered lake effect snow throughout the day today. 35 in Traverse City for our high today, 33 in Bel Air over in Antrim County, windy, 32 in Manistee, Ludington, and then 31 in Reed City. Tonight will be a cool, blustery evening in the eastern upper peninsula, teens and 20s for those lows, partly cloudy, and just cool conditions. Blowing snow in the tip of the Mitt, 19 over in Grayling, and then 20s along the shoreline of Great Lakes, 27 in Empire. Lake effect snow and blustery, but lake effect snow will come to an end later this evening. But if you are commuting at all, heading home from work, just know this evening forecast, we're still going to see a little bit of some light lake effect. Our extended forecast heading to the holiday weekend. Last year, I don't know if some of you remember, we were just talking about this not too long ago, but the Christmas Eve blizzard is what we were forecasting last year. And now it looks like we're going to be dry all the way up through next weekend, which is good news for travel. I know it's not great news for a white Christmas, but temperatures mainly in the 30s and 40s all the way from Tuesday through Saturday and Sunday. So that's what we're looking at, Brendan.
Oh, yeah. Remember that blizzard for sure affected travel for a lot of people. And
Yep.
we got a white Christmas out of it.
We definitely got a white Christmas.
Way to look at it.
In some parts, we're buried in a white Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the positive coming from that. If you don't like snow and you're traveling, perfect.
Shall we say hi to our friends?
We shall.
Okay, sounds good. We'll say hi to Christopher. It's 35. It's raining and snowing in Farmington Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Radke is watching from Akiak Lake, 32 degrees where she is. Christopher's on top of things. He's saying hi to Dan. And what Dan likes to do, by the way, Dan's directing all this week, filling in for Gib. Dan likes to type things in the comments, so I'm sure we'll see. There we go. He's already started. He's talking about Benji.
Benji.
Who's a good boy. You know what? He's probably loved, if it's even snowing in Port Huron, which I don't think it is, Benji loves the snow.
Does he?
He really does. So yeah, we'll see comments throughout the week from Dan's box.
I think Port Huron might be seeing some snow right now, Brennan.
Looks like it's, just go south a little bit. Perfect.
More rain.
Just more rain right now. Yeah. He's not a fan of the rain. Mr. Benji.
I'm not either. Me too, Benji.
Who else do we have here? We said hi. Joel's watching from the Pleasanton Patriots pub, 31 degrees, about 3 inches of snow coming down. Pretty good right now, he said.
Ooh.
It's snowing in Kalkaska. That's what Susan Lash Sim says, 30 degrees where she is. It's 33 for Paula in Boyne Falls, windy and lightly snowing. Paula's saying good morning from Rogers City. Hey, saying hi to the crew. Susan says, oh my gosh, we have no snow here. There at Akiak Lake. Jackie's watching as well. Hey, Jackie, it's 30 degrees in Kalkaska. Looks like a winter wonderland where she is. Wendy's watching from Prudenville. Just a bit of snow on the ground is what Wendy's reporting. Wendy's guessing Carnation, by the way, for the weather quiz. Mm-hmm. John's watching from Bryan, Ohio, snowing where he is. Thanks for watching, Johnny.
Wow,
Chimes in from time to time. Yeah. Tom says, good morning to the crew. Breezy, white, blustery, and pretty, as he puts it.
Pretty if you don't have to work outside today.
Good point, yeah.
Yeah. If I was reporting today, I would not be a happy camper, I'll tell you that.
Christopher's guessing iris. I think I guessed orchid, I think. Joel's guessing carnation. Paula's guessing orchid. Jackie is guessing carnations. Bobby's watching from a sunny but a bit cool Oldsmar, Florida, as she puts it. Susan Q's watching. Hello, 35 degrees in Frederick. Snow on the ground, more coming. She wants to ski. She wants to snow.
Me too, girl. Me too.
Susan's husband commutes to Alpena. He said it started snowing at the north side of Grand Lake. Nancy's watching from East Jordan. Tom wants to know if it's snowing in Allegan County. If I'm not mistaken, that's Grand Rapids area.
Yeah, they are seeing that snow already.
Are you eating over there? What do you got going on?
I have my protein pack of turkey, Colby Jack, and almonds.
That's a nice morning treat.
It's like a little, gives me some energy. And I don't like almonds, but if I eat them with the cheese, then that's how I convince myself that they taste good.
I took those now with the cheese, but they have another pack too where it's all nuts and things.
Yeah.
I got those a lot when I was reporting because you never know if you're going to have time.
Yeah, those were good when I was reporting, but I definitely like them here too. I didn't bring enough for everybody, Dan. I have a 5-pack at home, but that's for the rest of the week. So,
just for Heather.
Just for me. I'm selfish, but
we need Heather to stay with us, stay energized and fed.
Yes, because then I'll become hangry, and that's not fun for anyone else.
Is that just west of Kent County? Is that Allegan County, where Grand Haven and Holland
think so, right?
Located? I think that's Allegan. My geography is off a little bit.
Let me
down
just
that way.
see. I don't look at these counties as much, of course. But
yeah, with us not covering those counties. Yeah.
No. So I guess just like south. I think we're close enough. Like here. I don't know. Either way, West Michigan is going to see the same snow that we're seeing. Some areas could see locally higher amounts too. So they're under the same winter weather advisory that we are under. but anywhere from like 2 to 5 or even 6 inches in some spots. And it depends on where those lake effect bands set up. So if you're traveling to downstate Michigan, it's not going to be great if you're going at least west.
Mm-hmm.
So even the thumb, we're going to see some snow today too.
It's almost all changed over except for Port Huron. Looks like parts of Monroe County and maybe parts of Macomb County. But yeah, most areas looks like it's all snow, Heather.
Yeah, most of it is now.
In Michigan, at least, yeah.
The entire state of Michigan is white right now.
Except for Port Huron, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Who else do we have here? Speaking of Port Huron, my mom's watching. Raining a little bit in Port Huron, very gray skies. Enjoy your week. Get to see her and family here in a couple days.
Oh, that's right. Your week is going to be a little short. And then it'll be me and Allie Baxter.
Uh-huh.
The old weekend crew.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have fun. I'll be thinking of you.
Will you?
Yeah, of course.
Or will you be like, oh, I get to sleep in and
oh yeah, they'll be sleeping
driving
in
to
for
work
sure.
at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I won't be waking up at 1:15 in the morning. Oh, did we just miss Dan's comment? Oh, he goes, hi, Mom. Susan Hugh guessing Iris. Oh, Deborah wants to know, how's the skiing at Crystal Mountain? Do you know, Heather?
I've heard it's good. I've never skied there. But again, like you're dealing with man-made snow just about everywhere at this time of year. So I know they've got a pretty good base. I usually go to Boyne. Boyne is good.
Okay.
But it's not, I'm used to my like at least 5,000 feet in elevation back home in Idaho. And that snow is fluffy and light if you fall. And the stuff here is hard.
A little different here in Michigan compared to Idaho.
But it's better than doing nothing. So
yeah,
I did tell a few friends we're planning on maybe, a few Fridays or even Thursdays getting off so early I can just go skiing after work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the plan if it stays cool enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like skiing when it's around freezing because I've done that at Cabernet and it was not fun. Everything was wet and it was melting. Like you could see the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do hear that Crystal, it's closer to us here than Boyne is, but I hear good things about Crystal.
Yeah. And yeah, you got it all figured out, Heather. I like tubing.
Tubing is fun.
Skiing, yeah.
But not fun enough for me. Like once every 3 years, I'll get an itch and I'm like, oh, this is
She needs more adventure, more speed.
I need a little more adrenaline.
Yeah.
I get that it's not for everybody though. I did grow up on skis. So I know that some people also just don't enjoy being out in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got Susan guessing orchid. Oh, she gets her cast off tomorrow. That's a good improvement.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Susan Lash Sims guessing Iris. Jim, great to hear from you. 'Tis the season, he says. Merry Christmas. Right back at you. I'll see you Wednesday. Joanne saying, hi, cold here, snowing a bit. I don't remember. Oh, Joanne is in Commerce, maybe downstate, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joanne.
That does sound familiar, though.
My mom said, nope, not snowing yet. Benji wants some snow.
I will send Benji some snow.
Looks like it needs to just go down a little bit in the temperature in Port Huron, and then it'll switch over to snow maybe. But I'm not the weather expert here, so that's just my guess. Christopher loves
Your educated guess.
My educated guess, yeah. Christopher loves the rain, snow, and cold. No thunder, storms, and yes, he knows about thunder snow. Nancy's guessing carnation. Our friend David's chiming in from Baltimore. We're getting his comments more and more often these days, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we have had heavy rain since late yesterday afternoon, continuing now. Some places have flood warnings. Some places getting close to 3 inches. If this was all snow, it would be between 10 to 20 inches.
Yeah, and I saw so many videos all over X this weekend of all of my meteorologist friends who cover stuff on the East Coast. And it was just all these crazy videos of people driving through all the flooded streets, I think in Charleston and some other areas. And it's wet out there.
Yeah.
And not too far above sea level. So it's also a problem when the low-lying areas are getting so much rain at one time. So I'm praying that everyone's staying safe over there. And
for sure.
Yeah.
Of course, David has to talk a little sports here. Nothing wrong with that. Last night, the Ravens played in Jacksonville, Florida. The winds were gusty. Is this all part of the same system that we're getting here in Northern Michigan, he wants to know?
Not entirely. So where was that?
So the game was in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no, not at all. So our system that we're seeing is just a small little low pressure system that's kind of over Canada. And our systems usually move from west to east. So ours hit the west coast first. There was another little system that went through Florida. That's the word I was looking for. And that's, it's a little bit separate from us. So, and especially us, it's not technically, I don't know, it's more of a cold front that's ushering in all of this stuff. So, the East Coast is a little separate. This will be heading to the East Coast, so.
He's thanking you, Heather, for the update on the weather into Christmas and how does it look like into early next week, because he's going to be driving up this way starting Friday into the middle of next week.
Ooh, Friday. Let's pull the extended models here. So this is our Euro model. Thursday. It's so quiet for this time of year. It's kind of crazy. And I saw this earlier this morning, the issue if you're traveling would really only be, looks like a center of low pressure kind of comes up from Missouri late Wednesday into Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, rain, if that stays that way. And then we'll pull up the GFS model here. GFS has it Friday. Yeah. I don't like the GFS, you guys. We're just going to err on the side of the Euro. And I've kept my forecast pretty dry just because I do think we're going to be all right heading into the weekend. So maybe a little bit of rain Tuesday if we're going off the Euro, but I mean, that's more than a week out for us. So definitely check back in.
Well, for that, it helps a little bit, David, and he knows to check in with us as the week goes on, to check in on things here.
Yes, at least for right now, it looks decent.
We're getting back to Allegan County talk. Tom says it's south of Kent County. Susan's guessing it's Muskegon. Gail is heading to Grand Rapids. Roads are terrible. That's what she's saying.
That is not a good day to go anywhere to West Michigan.
Safe travels to you, Gail.
Yes.
Got Christopher talking about Van Buren County under a winter storm warning today for over 6 inches of snow. Tom's guessing Orchid. Jackie wants to know, this is a good question, and Heather maybe can provide some insight. We're gonna be having Facebook Live Thursday and Friday.
I don't know, because Allie likes to cover cops, which is usually at 8:30. So I'll check with her today and see if we do it. I think me and Dan can just do it too.
Okay.
Without her reading comments. So if that's something you guys want, especially heading into the holiday weekend, I can do like a quick forecast and a few answers if you guys have any questions. And it can be probably a little bit shorter. So,
okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Dan.
Yeah.
We'll get the hair and makeup team that we don't have here at the station and throw Dan in front of the camera. What do you think about that? Oh, he has to.
Dan usually tells me he has the face for radio.
He has a great beard going on right now.
We have a lot of bearded men in the newsroom. What you guys don't see behind the scenes.
There, Dan, or a little lower? About there.
It's giving ZZ Top. Little. But yeah, if your Facebook viewers are here for the Facebook Lives, we can make that happen for you.
Steve's watching from Tennessee. 18 for a low tonight. Send some snow this way, he says.
Does Tennessee need snow?
Face for radio.
Yeah, see what I mean.
Joanne says B from Commerce. So maybe Joanne's combining the weather quiz, Carnation, into confirming, yeah, it is Commerce. There we go. Peggy saying good morning. Is Alpena getting any snow for Santa?
Doubt that, because most of us will be dry. So I hope the weather stays okay, but it is a little bit further out. But I mean, still, to be even considered a white Christmas, we have to have an inch of snow on the ground. But
Gotcha.
I guess we'll wait and see until we get a little closer. But if I had to venture the guess, especially temperatures being in the upper 30s and 40s in the extended I worked on this morning, and that's heading into Christmas Eve. Yeah, 47 for Traverse City. Alpena is usually pretty close to those highs, so I don't think so. I know it's not always the news you guys want to hear, but.
Right, and on that same subject here, Leslie says we have snow in Harrison. She was hoping for a green Christmas, and she knows that she's in the minority for that topic there.
Yes.
Peggy is guessing carnation. Thomas is watching from the East Coast, from Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Susan's saying the wind's really blowing and whiteouts at times in Kalkaska, so be careful out there. And yeah, David said thanks, and he can check in toward the end of the week too. Jackie would love a Facebook Live Thursday and Friday. Christopher saying, Dan, there's only one Brendan. Yeah, that's all anybody can handle, I think.
I think we're good.
Paul suggesting Dan could put on a microphone. That's what, if you guys remember Ryan Hood, that's what he did.
I know it was challenging, though, with like feedback and stuff. And I don't know how Ryan combated that.
There was a whole, he needed headphones. Speakers couldn't be on in the back. It was a whole thing. And Susan saying, we want to see Dan. Danny got a couple days to get it figured out. Safe travels all is what he says. All right. Do you want to reveal the, he's worked with a few Brendans. Well, that's nice of you to say. I'm not paying him to say these things either.
That we know of. There could be some behind the scenes.
No exchanging of any goods.
No Celsius exchanges or.
Nope. None of that.
All right. So what popular flower is often used for bouquets and corsages, and it usually has a sweet smell? This is a carnation. It's been around for about 2,000 years, and it is a birth flower for January.
And that's the story you're sticking to, huh,
That's
Heather?
the story that we're sticking to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Think we're all wrapped up for this Monday.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, we'll see you guys right back here tomorrow. If you're traveling anywhere, safe travels today. Weather will be a lot better the rest of the week. So have a good Monday.
Bye-bye.